Welcome back to Put You On. My name is Michael. I'm here with my dad.
Hey everyone, it's Mike.
And today we're listening to the third album by Billie Eilish that came out today. It is called Hit Me Hard and Soft. That is the title. So a decent amount of talking and promotion for this album. It's 10 tracks. Something that I am looking forward to a lot is the fact that there was no singles. She didn't do any lead singles.
Like the old days.
Yes. We've talked about it so much on the channel of
There was never any...
the overdoing of, it's never even one single. It's usually
it's
three,
two or three.
four now. The numbers have gone way up.
Yeah.
Even
Which is kind of disappointing because it also doesn't leave much mystery left. Yeah.
Right.
And if any of the other tracks aren't as tight, then people are like, I already heard this.
But it's nice for me, for once, also being a new record that usually I say like, oh, I've heard
Right.
this track and this track.
Right.
So everything's brand new to me. She's put out like extremely minor snippets, like maybe a 20-second snippet of one song, but no singles at all. We got the album cover here. It's sort of her underwater with a door or a couple doors above her. I don't know if those are doors or a wall.
Yeah, that's kind of...
Yeah.
Or windows.
It's a little vague.
Yeah.
But I'm really excited. We listened to
How long has it been since the last one?
Happier Than Ever, I believe, was 2021. So it's been 3 years since that record. And then we did her two albums and her EP, which are on the YouTube channel, if you're watching this on YouTube. And now we're here with number 3. All caps titles. I know we had
even the
album
title. Yeah.
Song titles.
Huh.
10 tracks.
Okay.
Track 1 is called Skinny.
A good sign. Feeling off when I feel fine. 21 took a lifetime. People say I look happy just because I got skinny. But the old me is still me, and maybe the real me, and I think she's pretty. And I still cry. Somebody's gotta feed it. Do you still cry? Still cry?
That voice, huh?
Gorgeous. Was that the start of the next one? That's
It was
pretty cool
blending. Yeah.
Wow.
What a change up from what we were just doing.
Yeah.
Oof. That voice, huh? It's like as soon as she comes back, you're like, yeah.
When she goes from the whispering to the high notes and the changing of the notes while they're high, it's just spine tingling.
Man.
It's operatic. It's feels like a scene in a, I've never seen an opera, but I would imagine like, people, you see them cry in operas. It feels like that kind of, lost love episode in a Broadway play or an opera or a movie.
Yeah.
I mean, she, and seems to be calling from experience, right? Age 21, first love.
The melodies and the music alone, like you're saying, it's very evocative. Just emotionally,
I mean, the strings, the bass, string.
And again, knowing that they're the two main people working on this, it's nice to hear that sound sort of branch out a little bit with some more classical
but
elements.
It still feels
intimate,
like you're sitting in their room with them, just coming up with something totally magical.
So I'll let it go from the end.
And the next one
is track 2, which is called Lunch.
I could eat that girl for lunch. Yeah, she dances on my tongue. Tastes like she might be the one. And I could never get enough. I could buy her so much stuff. It's a craving, not a crush. Call me when you're there. I said I'll buy you something rare. And I left it under Claire. So now she's coming up the stairs. So I'm pulling up a chair. And I'm pulling up my hair. Baby, I think you were made for me.
His bass.
Somebody write down the recipe.
Mr. Phineas.
Been trying hard not to overeat. She's taking pictures in the mirror. Oh my god, her skin's so clear. Tell her bring that over here. You need a seat, I'll volunteer. Now she's smiling ear to ear. She's the headlights on the deer. I said it all before, but I'll say it again. I could be my girl for lunch. Yeah, she tastes like she might be the one.
Damn. I wish that was longer.
Un fuego.
Sheesh.
That was fire.
Wow.
Complete opposite.
Total
of
180.
Skinny.
Yeah. Wow. I mean, like I said, that's just like in her seductive range there with the whispering and all those lines of temptation.
Oof.
But damn, that groove is killer though.
Very
Love
funky.
that bass line. And that last switch there with the guitar picking up and
Electric sounds.
her vocals getting chopped up. Man, that's what I love about, like, even on this seems like the pop ish in the category now. Like
100%.
this, I could see this being
100%.
a hit.
Yeah.
But even still, adding those little elements, like bringing in the piano keys and adding the little switch at the end with the vocoder, and
Oh, it's funky as
there's
hell.
still so many little elements that make it just so unique. So we'll let that go right into track 3, which is called
Is it churro?
Chihiro or Chihiro. Oh shit. Okay, Chihiro Ogino is from a very popular anime movie, Spirited Away. Super popular.
Character?
Yeah, the main character. I should know that. I love that movie. Okay.
to take my love away. When I come back around, will I know what to say? Said you won't forget my name. Not today, not tomorrow.
I forgot to say that the Skinny also had a jazz feel. You can let it go. It had a jazz feel a little bit too, certain points.
Like the live bass.
Yeah, and that's what I'm picking up here a little bit in the beginning.
It sounds more of like a like a standing bass
It is. It's the big one.
than a
Yeah.
like a groove.
Oh, it's not the guitar.
bass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the big boom, boom,
My
boom.
name, not today,
Yep.
not tomorrow.
All that one sounds like
Kinda
this.
strange,
Yeah.
feeling sorrow. I got change, you could borrow. When I come back around, when I know what to say. Not today, maybe tomorrow. Open up the door, can you open up the door? I know you said before you can't cope with anymore. You told me it was war, said you'd show me what's in store. My love,
The transition from the flow right into this is insane.
so you sit at the counter when I look away. So you turn around, but it wasn't your face.
Bass is just
It's
carrying
shit
that
is
song.
ripping.
Now it's serious.
Yeah, a little guitar sneaking in. Man,
Well,
Open up the door, can you open up the door? I know you said before you can't cope with anymore. You told me it was war, said you'd show me what's in store. I hope it's not for sure. Can you open up the door?
feels like she's reaching, like singing, like
getting sucked away.
yeah. Wow.
Whoa.
So good.
Whoa. The layers of that song, like the
I mean, when the bass goes away and her voice takes over, like a dream state.
wow. I know we do this a lot, but seriously, what genre would you even? It's not quite
it's-
pop. It has a pop groove to the
I mean,
hook, but not
If-
really though.
you know how like sometimes you go to the doctor's office and or the mall and they're playing a version of a hit song
Like a remix.
years later, and it's just like the acoustic part
Yeah.
or something. I mean, I think if you took away her vocals there, it has a jazz element to it.
Yeah.
At sometimes, but then it stops and
but it has like
becomes very modern with the
that
synths.
electronic build. Yeah, but it never bursts.
No, it feels almost
open.
like
It kind of just hold you there.
Stranger Things. It has that
Yeah.
that type of synth, like sinister, but it's not because she's still very calm and
Yeah.
chill.
Her voice is still kind of
Oof. And I
Pulled back.
so far. I mean, the hard and soft is playing out. You got the skinny, which was soft. The launch, which
Launch
was
is
hard.
very upbeat.
This is
sort of a
somewhere in
blend.
between.
with the vocals and the flow.
Yeah, but boy, that bass guitar is like a
man.
lesson
Killer.
in bass playing.
That goes right into track 4, which is called Birds of a Feather.
Flock together.
I want you to stay till I'm in the grave, till I rot away, dead and buried, till I'm in the casket you carry. If you go, I'm going too, 'cause it was always you.
Beatles feel.
I almost thought that was her voice before this part. I thought the high notes were her voice.
That little this, like the very end.
Yeah, when I heard it before, like earlier, it sounded like she was making the sound.
That's a pretty song. Very pretty ballad.
Yeah, it was okay. I found it to just be okay.
A little more straightforward.
Yeah, not much lyrically, nothing too much, nothing too deep.
Definitely relates to the title for sure.
Yeah, pretty song.
Wanting to be with you till I die.
Yeah.
Track 5 is called Wildflower. Is that someone walking? Did you hear that? Sounds like raindrops falling. Someone walking by.
Now I hear it.
Things fall apart and time breaks your heart. I wasn't there, but I know she was your girl. You showed her the world. Now I know that you love me. You don't need to remind me. I should put it all behind me, shouldn't I? But I see her in the back of my mind all the time, like a fever, like I'm burning alive, like a sun. 'Cause she couldn't be more different from me, happy and free. You love me. You don't need to remind me. Wanna put it all behind me. But baby, I can see her in the back of my mind all the time.
Nice build going on. Wow. Great track.
So,
What is she saying?
what's going on here with this? Is the second song now.
Something with the
Gender
some,
to gender.
Some
same
guy's
gender.
girl. That
No,
came
I'm
to
getting
her.
the impression it's that she's in love with this girl.
That's what I just said.
Oh.
I'm saying it's some guy's girl that came to her. She's saying at the beginning, like the girl left a breakup or a bad situation and then came to Billy.
Yeah, I
And
didn't
was
pick it
crying
up
on
as a
her
guy. I thought it was all women.
I mean, I guess it could be. Yeah.
And that's the second track.
Yeah.
Skinny did that too.
Was it Skinny? No, Lunch.
Oh, right.
Where she was talking about-
Yeah, I could eat her for lunch.
Yeah.
Emotionally
Gorgeous.
gripping, especially with the acoustic guitar. You're right.
Felt like her
Beautiful.
sitting in like a chapel or somewhere by herself and just playing the guitar and
Gorgeous.
singing. Even though we know it's Phineas playing the guitar.
Yeah.
Instrumentally, though, vocally, that is beautiful. That seems like one that would need more listens to sort of piece the story together a little bit more.
But it's definitely doing the hard soft for sure.
Oh, yeah.
There's a
Definitely.
lot of up and down.
Nice blend so far of the grooves and the...
Yeah.
I mean, she can't really go wrong with any track like this with just a guitar. And yeah, this is the greatest. Track 6.
I'm trying my best to keep you satisfied. Let you get your
She relaxes me so much.
It's beautiful.
Well, I stayed up all night.
She has like a serotonin in her voice that just.
And you don't wanna know how alone I've been. Let you come and go. Whatever state I'm in. Man, am I the greatest?
It's like MSR.
Wow. ASMR.
Well, yeah, whatever that is.
Pure
My
lullaby.
God.
Doing what's right.
Even the drums in this album have been very soft.
Like the ones you hit
Yeah.
when you sit on them.
We haven't stopped it much, but I'm gonna stop it for a second.
The guitar now.
I love
Digga-digga-digga-digga-digga-digga.
how seamlessly that it went from the dun, dun, dun,
Now
dun,
he's-
to
Now his fingers are doing their thing.
It just makes the, those like flowers in the breeze just sort of.
They're moving now.
Everything
Yeah.
starts to pick up a little bit,
Don't have to fight
so seamlessly.
when it's not worth fighting for. And you don't wanna know. All my
I love that this is her signature sound right there.
all the times I waited for you to want me naked. I made it all look painless. Man, am I the greatest? The And I still do. Just wanted passion from you. Just wanted what I gave you. I waited and waited. Man, am I the greatest? God, I hate it. I shouldn't have to say it. You could have been the greatest.
Holy shit!
That was my favorite so far. That was pretty epic. even when it swelled, there was no. It wasn't like
It wasn't like fuck
your typical.
bang bang.
No,
bang.
it still had like
It still had these
broken
emotions.
up.
Did you were catching that too? I know you like the drums were crashing
I-
down and then cutting.
Yeah, and I couldn't keep
and then
up.
boom,
Like
boom, boom.
your instinct is to want to hear it go boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom, but it didn't. It was
He
like
keeps
one
breaking
or
that.
two, and then a stop. I mean,
Wow.
I thought I felt it. I mean,
Okay,
you
yeah.
could hear it building a little, and then I saw, is it gonna
But what I
go high?
what I love is
It could have come down because I don't know how they.
we stopped to say the instrumental was swelling, just the guitar.
Yeah,
I didn't think it was gonna,
I didn't think she was gonna go there.
into this.
No.
and her voice is really what.
Oh,
That's what's driving the acceleration of the track.
yeah. It could have. He could have. You could have felt the music rise, and then they could have come back down low. But that piece,
just the vocal
that
work there
2
is-
minutes there,
It
was,
feels like Phineas was keeping up with her vocals there.
Yeah,
like
he had to add some
backing
music to
her.
back what she was doing.
Like she was just fucking running with
And
that.
and then to say, the whole way she's saying I'm the greatest, and then to say at the end it could have been the greatest. I mean, if this doesn't become, maybe one of her greatest, it
Maybe
could,
one of the greatest.
it could be.
Track 7 is called L'amour de ma vie, which I believe. Let's see, how many years of French should I take?
Love of
The love of my life.
that sounds right. Yeah,
I believe the love of my life.
L'amour
If I don't get that right, then I literally learned nothing in French. But I believe that should be the love of my life. That should be the
That
track.
sounds right.
So this is track 7. My French teachers are wincing.
I'm sure they're watching.
Yeah, I know they do.
I wish you the best for the rest of your life.
I need some water too after that last one.
Sorry for you when I looked in your eyes, but I need to confess I told you a lie. I said you were the love of my life.
Bingo.
10 points. You passed the class.
Love of my life.
French 101.
If I tried
This song's smooth as shit.
It feels like, when you watch those movies about the war, like she's singing to the troops or something.
Oh, like with the, like those
like
mics
the
that came down.
burlesque.
with the-
Yeah. At a burlesque theater
Oh, yeah.
or something. And
Which
she's
again
just-
fits into what you were saying. You felt a little jazz.
Yeah,
love it.
it's
It's like
very,
that
I mean, you
jazz
can hear
club.
even the plunking in the back. You
Oh
know?
yeah, the little still bass and guitar. Phineas is smashing it so far in
Tremendous.
this album. Smashing it.
And asking for a lot for an apology, for making me feel I could kill you if I tried to leave.
I could see her like in one of those fancy sequin
Yeah.
outfits,
the
strolling
glove.
the stage and smoking a cigarette.
Immediately. But I wish you the best for the rest of
And then we're back to modern day.
Felt sorry for you when I looked in your eyes, just like we were. If I ever was,
It's like such a blend of that classic, what you were saying,
Modern.
with this now modern
Take
sound that she's
yeah,
created.
yeah, absolutely.
like I knew you would. Thought I was depressed or losing my mind. My stomach upset almost all of the time. But after I left, it was obvious why.
I love when they do this.
Wow.
Wow, I said it was a blend of genres before. Now they're saying, fuck it, we'll go 5 genres. Eurovision.
yeah.
Wanted to keep it.
Wow.
Like something you found till you didn't need it.
Wow.
It's over
Oh my goodness. Jesus.
Ooh, nice.
Wow.
There's 2 songs in one.
Wow. There's a few. It's like classical
Yeah.
and a blend.
Yeah.
And just full out.
Yeah, it's like we went from the 40s to the 80s to the, to the future.
Yeah. Holy shit.
Really cool.
Not at all where I thought that song was going, but I loved every aspect of
Every
that.
piece of it, yeah. And the fact that they used the French title is great because it puts you in that mindset of her, like in this burlesque type of
Right,
setting.
right.
But then just blew it
kinda
away with the Eurovision
whiplashes
thing at the
you.
end.
Wow. Yeah, the first half of the song is beautiful.
And
The
how
Love of
they
my life.
slowly
Bring the beat
brought
up
it
a little
down and then
bit.
stopped it and then boof.
Those bright, almost like Tame Impala synths, and then
Very Tame Impala-ish. Yeah.
but then going full like disco. Track 8 is called The Diner, and I got the translation right. So,
more food.
oh yeah, lunch diner.
Skinny. Back to France.
I saw you on the screen. I know I'm meant to be. You're starting
me a lot of like a Timbaland beat with those drums.
I'm waiting on the corner till I saw the city leave. Was easy getting over and I landed on my feet.
Very trippy.
Like we started to go there on the last track.
Some
and now
giant
it's
monster coming in while you're
Nightmare.
tripping.
Nightmare disco. Her voice is so eerie too, but I think intentionally, like. Left a calling card so he knows me. Yeah, it's like serial killer.
Very trippy. Like she's describing a dream.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Nothing makes sense, but
There's,
it's very alternate reality
yeah.
sound.
Tried to shine it all, but now I'm back up on my feet.
Yeah, that's
definitely
like,
dreamlike.
Yeah.
That actually gave me some like chills there at the end.
yeah, she's like trying to remember, you know how you try to remember the numbers that you're hearing?
That gives you like a weird feeling.
Trippy.
Very
I like the
unique, though.
experimentation
Very
of it. Yeah,
unique.
even the flute, you know, that
Wow. I mean, this is what I like though. Like, you know,
it's experimental.
third album, there's no like, I'm going for this. It's just,
Bona fide Billie.
and that's what I've always liked. And we've said about her and Phineas since the first album is that they're just making
They don't
music.
need to go anywhere.
No.
Yeah.
They're just making shit that they think sounds cool or
And
sounds
they're
interesting.
nailing it.
Look at the title for this one. This one's called Bittersweet, but it's spelled,
All one word.
is that how it's usually spelled? SWITE?
No. Sweet is
It's usually
like,
sweet.
Yeah, when you go to
But this is like sweet as in a place.
have a suite at the concert.
It's an interesting title. This is track 9. Synths came hard on these last few. I think Phineas got a new toy in that studio. Might have got a new keyboard.
A new brand.
Yeah. I've been having dreams right after that last one.
But I gotta be careful. Gotta watch what I say. Gotta hope it all goes away. 'Cause I can't fall in love with you.
These switches are so seamless in these tracks, right? It's like,
Something else.
I don't need to breathe when you look at me. All I see is green, and I think that we're in between.
She's totally in my skull.
it's like
She's like right in there.
Can't sleep, have you underneath?
I mean, she's just filling my brain right now.
burrowed.
I'll wait in the sleep. Keep me off my feet. You seem so paranoid.
And the lightness of the
Feeling sweet.
production is a weird blend with her voice. Not weird, but
I've been overseas.
Unique.
yeah.
Very experimental.
I'm older than my feet.
It's like experimental pop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Love's so bittersweet.
Where do we go when it's finished slowing it down? Or do we stay there? Yeah, they were dropping some acid on
Holy
the last
shit, yeah, they were tripping out here.
Wow.
Still fantastic melodies in the
Yeah, because she could put
Keys.
something to this, but she's not. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's just her classic sound. Their classic sound. Yeah, I mean, you could continue that, and she could put lyrics to that, and it would be a whole nother vibe.
That's pretty badass. Wow. I mean, just
So experimental,
sonically,
so
it's
fun.
fucking wild.
There's nothing I can compare it to other than her, her music.
Her other music. Yeah, just incredibly enjoyable.
Very.
Nothing stale, nothing. I mean, the movement of these tracks, like the
Even
switches back and forth.
within a song, it's not even like from song to song. It's like they're doing it within. You're getting 2 or 3
multiple melody
flavors
switches
in one song.
Yeah, vocal switches and wow,
Tremendous.
We got one more track. It's called Blue. Final track. Longest track.
Oh,
6 minutes.
oh wow. Birds of a feather.
Yeah.
Colder than your father's eyes, he never learned to sympathize with anyone. Too afraid to step outside, paranoid and petrified of what you've heard. But they could say the same about me. I sleep about 3 hours each night, means only 21 a week now. But we can't say
Absolutely gorgeous. Holy moly. Yeah, speechless.
Not many tracks.
I mean, that
do
felt
that
like
to us, but
dying and going to heaven. Like, like the journey. I mean, if
My
you
brain
had to
was going
imagine
all over
it
the
or
place.
describe it, I mean, talking about a baby born cold and blue, but before that, you didn't get that, like just I'm black and white, but I'm feeling blue.
yeah, yeah.
I mean,
It
again, 2 or 3 shifts in the.
sonically though, yeah, just
Oh my goodness,
even with minimal words being said,
her whole
emotions and feelings being
ethereal
conveyed,
voice is angelic,
unbelievable. It feels like you're experiencing or feeling
an out of body thing. Honestly,
end of life or a full life or
yeah,
start of life.
100%.
My brain was just all these pictures were being
mean,
painted with no vocals, just the
yeah, premature birth, and then thinking of the way she's describing, victim of your father's plan to take over the earth. Like, what is that? Like, is it Hitler's baby or something? Like, I was thinking,
no,
like,
the songwriting is superb, but
my
it's
God.
very clearly very meticulously written. But
Mysteriously.
right, but I don't know what the
No, there's a lot to unpack, and
story that's being told there.
right.
But
right.
regardless,
Regardless.
before we get into and learn that story,
Yeah, you could put yours like beginning of life because you're young.
but the
I
feeling
could see it as like
holy
end of life
shit.
because I'm older, but it just feels like ascending somewhere. Like whether you're hanging out in limbo or in purgatory or something, looking back on your life, or I mean, yeah, it was just gorgeous. What a
perfect ending.
great final
Also,
track.
to end it with that orchestra when the beginning of the album brings you in with the orchestra. Such a two pros
I mean, you're
making music.
You're now, if there was any doubt of like your superstardom, after a second album, but
'Cause she just turned 22 before this came out.
that's ridiculous.
And this sounds like people that have, been making music.
Yeah, I mean,
for
you
ages.
mentioned it like it's Beatlesque. It has a little Sgt. Pepper feel, like how Sgt. Pepper at the time was very experimental and trippy. I mean, this is about as trippy, some of them, as you can get in 2024.
Yeah.
Lightheartedness with Love of My Life. I mean, I loved everything about it.
She's not worried about pumping out singles or hits, or
No,
she's just doing
I mean,
her thing.
the tour is going to be very interesting to see how that goes.
I actually am really curious, like, how does an album like this translate to a live?
Yeah, and how
show
much of it will she
experience.
do compared to, your
Older
your
ballads
fan
and stuff.
base? Yeah.
But man,
Hope it brings in more because it's got me
shit,
hooked.
yeah, such a great project. It's almost like now you're like, oh, I want what's the next one? Come on. But this one feels like it has some real staying
It's
power. though.
delicious. Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
you can really go back.
You could definitely listen to this
Many
more than
times.
once.
Yeah.
Easily.
Phenomenal.
Awesome
Great.
job.
So, if you made it this far and you're new to the channel, please subscribe. I don't ask very often, but we post videos every week. If you enjoyed it, we've done all the old Billie stuff. If you want to check it out, or if you're on Patreon or want to join the Patreon, we have some tracks of hers on there. And also, we're gonna go watch the lunch music video over on Patreon.
Okay.
So we're going to check that out. Unless you're already on Patreon, then just stick around. But yeah, that was a great experience.
Tremendous.
Thank you guys so much. Thank you for all your support. I would love to see some comments about some of the meanings of stuff, because I feel like
everybody's got their own.
we had a lot to take in here which I'm sure everyone else who's listening for the first time is
right.
everyone's taking
But
this
by
in
the
at
time
once.
it airs,
But yeah, by the time this
there'll
comes
be-
out on YouTube, I'm sure there'll be a lot more explanations. And
sure. Insights.
so if you have any knowledge,
Yeah.
drop it, because
Great place to
I'd say
chat
we get
about
most
it.
of our knowledge of the
Yeah, and just
records from
and even if they don't, and everybody's in the same boat figuring it all out,
Just to have
what
some
better
conversation.
place to chat about it?
yeah. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Thank you.
Thank you for listening. See you next week with a new album and new video. Peace.